So just one more quarterfinal to come, and it features the bronze medalists from the World Championships, Takeshi Kamura and Keigo Sonoda, up against the gold medalists from the recent World Championships, Cheng and Zhang. Well, as far as the men's doubles draw is concerned, 5 of the 8 pairs at quarterfinal stage have contested a Super Series tournament final this year. And would you believe the winners of all 8 previous Super Series tournaments this year are in the quarterfinals? Because Bo and Mogensen, the #1 seeds at the top, you can see they've won 2 titles this year. Kamura and Sonoda won the Australian Open, and Gideon and Sukamolia have won 4 Super Series titles this year. Add to that the fact that the beaten quarterfinalists, Lee Junhui and Liu Yuchen, won in Indonesia. But as you can see, they went out to the beaten finalists from India, Ricky Karenda Suwaradi and Anga Pratama, in 2 straight games. So the all-Danish affair is on one of the adjoining courts right now, but we're going to concentrate on that second quarter with the #4 seeds, Kamura and Sonoda, up against the #5 seeds, Liu Cheng and Zhang.
On court #1, men's doubles. Please welcome bronze medalists at the World Championships from Japan, Takeshi Kamura and Keigo Sonoda.
Takeshi Kamura and Keigo Sonoda.
And their opponents, the reigning world champions from China, Cheng and Zhang.
The world champions and #5 seeds here, Liu Cheng and Zhang. Well, for the man leading them out, Liu Cheng, he was in the final of the men's doubles here 2 years ago as a qualifier with Lu Kai, lost out to Lee Yongdae and Yu Young Sung. His partner, Zhang Nan, has won 2 titles here from 2 finals. Won the men's doubles 3 years ago with Fu Haifeng, and the mixed doubles 4 years ago with Zhao Yunlei. So the #4 and 5 seeds indicate that this should be a very tight match. Christian Johannesson of Denmark are on par for this one. So whilst they're the World Championship gold and silver medalists, they didn't actually, gold and bronze medalists, I do beg your pardon, they didn't play each other in the World Championship semi-final. So Takeshi Kamura, born in Karatsu City in Saga, and he and his partner, as you can see, have been as high as #2. They're 1 place down from that on the current world rankings. Total of 4 weeks as world #2s in January earlier this year, and then again in February. They went up 1 place on the Super Series standings after the Japan Open, up to #2. Making their 5th appearance here at the Denmark Open, the Japanese pair. And this is their 2nd consecutive quarter-final here. Last year they lost to Pratama and Suwadi in the quarter-final stage. Now, both of their previous opponents have consisted of a left and right-hander. First round against the qualifiers, Ben Lane and Sean Vendy, and then yesterday against the Danes, Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen. Won the Australian Open earlier this year, as I was saying. And their opponents, they're Liu Cheng, who has won 1 Super Series title. That was in the mixed doubles. Been in 2 men's doubles Super Series finals, but never with this man. Because their best is 4 semi-finals, 3 of them this year. Zhang, of course, Olympic champion in London 2012 in the mixed doubles, and then Olympic champion in the men's doubles in Rio last year. Only the second player to win Olympic golds in 2 different categories as far as the male players are concerned. Now, their matches so far, well, in the first round against Lu Qingyao and the left-hander Yang Po Han. And then in the second round, the mixed nationality pair of Hendra Setiawan and Tan Boon Hyung. Those 2 partnerships, incidentally, also consisting of a left and right-hander. Now, what's interesting about Setiawan and Tan Boon Hyung is they have 6 finals between them here at the Denmark Open, having won 3 titles between the 2 of them. Anyway, they were beaten by the Chinese pair yesterday in 3 games. So this will be the 3rd meeting between these 2 pairs, and both previous meetings have been won by the now world champions. The last time they met was in the quarter-final of the Indonesian Premier Super Series. 46 minutes for that 15-15 victory. Only once gone 3 games, incidentally. Well, obviously, if they've only played twice previously. The first time was at the All England Championships earlier this year. So our court officials that I was telling you about, Christian Johannesson of Denmark and Alan Gru Subu, also from the host nation. So Zhang Nan, one of only 2 players to be contesting 2 quarterfinals today, and the other one we saw in our first match, Nicholas Nor of Denmark.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Takeshi Kamura, Keigo, Sonoda, Japan. And on my left, Cheng, Zhang, China. Zhang to serve to Takeshi Kamura. Level. Lane.
So the world champions against the world championship bronze medalists.
One love.
It's a heck of an achievement to win your first ever title at the World Championships as a combination, isn't it?
Saving all your tricks for the important tournament.
Well, Chinese pair actually formed their partnership at this tournament last year, and they lost in the first round to the eventual champions, Go Vishem and Tan Wee Kyong, in 3 games. I remember watching that.
Match.
It was, wasn't it?
A really good match.
And we knew then that they had potential. Within a year, they've won the world title.
And Go and Shem are split.
And exactly.
Just read an article in a Malaysian newspaper that the Japanese head coach Park Ju-bong, who's formerly been coach in Malaysia, he didn't understand at all what was going on, splitting the Olympic silver medalists a year after they won it, and it seems a little strange to me as well. Anyway, they're not here.
No, but we'll be in Paris next week with new partners.
must admit, I still felt they had enormous potential, but it was obvious for everybody that Tan Wei Kiong, the shorter of the two Malaysian players, was not at his best because of his knee injury. But perhaps the new constellations are even better.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, good rally. Well, the Japanese pair like to play everything at 100 miles an hour, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do.
And if we see Keigo Sonoda standing still, it'll be, well, he has to serve. That's about the only time we ever see him standing still. So you have to go back 56 years to the last time a Japanese men's doubles pair won the Denmark Open.
56 years.
56 years.
Well, I can't remember it then.
I'll make no comment. About me, that is. In case you're wondering who that pair was, it was Kojima and Ichino.
I'll tell you, the first Japanese player I noticed and sort of thought was fun to watch was a player named Ippi Kojima. And I think actually later on he joined the National Badminton Association of Japan in some function.
6-2.
Chen Chi-chu, Chinese coach.
And these two pairs, they met actually at the Indonesia Open. And I never thought I should compare Indonesia Open to Denmark Open in terms of wind conditions, but I think actually it's appropriate to do it at the moment because of that side drift. That's, I think only 3 tournaments have that severe side drift. That's Singapore, Indonesia, and now here in Odense.
Yeah.
And in Indonesia Open, the Chinese World Champions won in 2 straight games.
Oh, my Lord. And he's a very strong athlete. He's Liu Cheng.
Plays extremely well from above the tape, or as some of the Danish coaches has nicknamed it, at the balcony. Above the tape is at the balcony. Use all his powerful smashes, good footwork.
Wow. 5 minutes into the match. Oh, just ticks over 6 minutes. 11-2 lead.
Yeah, when you see a game, an interval after 6 minutes, you look for which side Sukamuljo and Gideon is standing on, because normally they are the ones playing those fast rallies.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. 2, play.
Well, Steen, what on earth have the Japanese pair got to do to get themselves into this match?
Yeah, it's going to be really, really difficult because, at least in the first game here, because when they lift, it's so difficult for them to control the length. Either they get too short and they get punished by Liu Chang, or they get too long and goes long. So they need to try and play downwards and they need to try and control the rallies, and that's where they have to face Zhang on the front court, and that's not easy.
No.
I
was a little concerned when I saw Zhang and Li Yinhui earlier today lose their mixed doubles in double time without being able to resist Ahmad and Nasir, but started out well here.
Service over. For the team. Service over.
There's another example, that powerful smash from Liu Chang. Reacts too late, and Zhang finishes it off.
Brothers on the coaching bench there for Japan.
Another one of them is Rioni, but what's the
Carol, I think.
Carol? That's right. That's right. And then we have Malev, the singles player, and Rexy.
Yep. Oh, well taken.
Five, 15.
Oh, yes.
6, 15. Out. Service over. 16, 6.
Is that the first service error of the match?
Service over.
There was one of the rallies
7,
where
16.
Japanese pair succeeded in maintaining control over the rally. Mostly playing downwards to the two Chinese players.
Service over.
Totally dominant in this opening game. World champions.
17, 7.
And there's often in men's doubles, there's a game within the game. The game between the two front court players. Here it's between Zhang and Takeshi Kamura. And most of the times, Zhang is winning that battle.
Service over. 8, 17.
And now on court number 3, men's doubles. From China, please welcome the winners of
So
title
the
masters.
possibility for Japanese pairs to sort of see if they can activate Liu Chang and get him in trouble on the front court or below the tape. They haven't been successful so far. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the second game when they play a little bit more up against the drift and can rely a little bit more on their defense.
And their opponents are winners of both Japan Open and Malaysian Open. They are currently ranked #1 in the world. Please welcome from Indonesia, Marcus Ronaldo, Gideon, and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo.
2 points from this opening game.
Umpire Gideon Martin from India, service judge Amanda Kalan from England.
Oh, service fault called. Struck above the waist.
9-19.
Oh, rally started with a very good flick serve from Kamura. Delightful little block. Nice way to bring up game point or opportunities.
10.
Brilliant again from Zhang.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Master at the front of the court. Total control.
21-10.
14 minutes for that opening game. Look at that. Perfect placement. Perfect awareness where the gap was. Move forward at the right time as well. Watch Zhang here. He was moving forward before his opponent had hit the shot.
And that's what's the difference between reading the game to perfection and reading it well. The ones that read it to perfection, they act a little bit before everyone else. They recognize the situations a little bit earlier. Liliana Nasir comes to my mind, recognizes everything a little bit earlier than her opponent. Lindan.
Hendra Setiawan.
Definitely.
In his prime.
Yeah, and probably still so, but he's not having Mohamed Hassan by his side.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, Zhang is looking skyward. Oh, I wonder what the issue was there.
Play.
Don't even mention it. That's the lighting.
Well, here we go. Second game. Oh, my word. Somebody else has hit the blue
Someone
carpet.
else has hit the blue.
Service is over. 1 love. Service over. 1-0.
delicious shot. Almost no backswing and no follow through from Cheng.
Gone long.
Okay. So now he's put one extremely wide in the left side of the court, one long. So let's see if he can put another one wide in the right side of the court, and then he's calibrated for the rest of that game.
Service over. 3-2.
The problem for the Japanese pair here, even though they can control the lifts a little bit better, is that the smashes from especially Liu Cheng arrives a bit earlier with them, so it puts a little bit of pressure on the defense.
Service over.
That was a perfect net shot, my goodness.
3-all. Service over. 4-3. Service over. 4-all.
Oh, that's good. My goodness. That was all about spatial awareness. He wasn't watching the shuttle at all. Look at this interception here.
A little behind his left shoulder.
Yeah.
Service over. 5-all.
Great services. Well, Zhang Nan. We talked a little bit about the services yesterday when we saw Kevin Sukamulio, where it almost tumbles before it passes the net and makes it really hard to return. But look at this service. It's also very, very good.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Zhang Nan was a little bit lucky there because he turned to look, thought his partner was going to leave it. That's so dangerous. Get a shuttle in the eye there.
They seem a little loose to me, the world champions here in the beginning of the second game. It's like they feel really, really confident. Let's hope that they're not overconfident. Look how close to the net the Japanese pair is standing in the fight for the initiative.
Yeah.
And it was Sonoda who moved back. I would expect that to be the case almost every time, that if one of them is backing, that would be him. The preferred backcourt player hoping for a lift.
Service over. 8-7.
Great start to the second game by Kamura and Sonoda.
Service over. 8-all. Stay on the court. is over. 9-8.
Is it purely the difference in ends? Because I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm sort of saying, well, were the Japanese pair just not warmed up or not mentally alert at the start of the match? Because they weren't in it at all. I mean, it's a totally different second game.
Yeah, it is. But there is a lot of difference to the ends. We saw that as well in the Axels and Shrikant match. But I also feel the Chinese are being a little bit nonchalant about this second game. And it wouldn't surprise me to see the Japanese pair winning this second game due to a number of mistakes from the Chinese pair, and then the Chinese rushing away from the beginning of the third and sort of winning it rather comfortably. That would be a reasonable development in this match.
Great interception from Zhang now.
Service over. 10-all.
On the other hand, they're still staying within striking distance. I mean, everything is equal here in the second game.
11-10, interval.
Well, it's the world champions who have the 1-point advantage at the mid-game interval. Halfway through the second game, 24 minutes played in total. And that includes 3 minutes of break. 1 minute in the mid-game interval of the first game, and then 2 minutes break in between the first and second games.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
We now know that the linesman's name is Bente.
Play.
The umpire was directing her in the mopping on the court.
Oh, good backhand.
Time is over. Oh.
It's a clever return of serve. Just enough pace on it to make it very awkward for Sonoda. Look at that.
Time is over. 13-12.
Typical short rallies that we so often see in men's doubles. Yeah, it's a super serve, right, Dean. First time in this second game there's been more than 1 point difference between the two pairs.
Time is over. 13-14. Play.
I think he was going to leave it initially, Sonoda.
Yeah.
15.
I could easily see that one go long. It's a typical shot of a non-native front court player. The racket was low, and then, oh, I've got to get this one. It's a little bit late on it, Liu Cheng.
16-13. Time is over. 14-16. Time is over. 17-14.
Now it doesn't look so nonchalant anymore. It just seems that Liu and Zhang, they were really, really confident that they were going to win this match.
Time is over. 15-17. Zhang, get ready. Time is over. 18-15.
Yes, that's landed in.
Time is over. 16-18.
Yeah, clearly. Rare misjudgment from Zhang Nan. Good return again. Great athletic movement.
Big leap.
Yeah. From the forehand corner, then leaps from the base position in the centre of the court to play that round the head smash.
And plays it in good balance. It's not something that he just barely reaches or anything. He's in really, really good position.
Yeah.
That means he could have jumped even longer if it was a contest.
20, match point.
3 match point opportunities for the world champions, Liu Cheng and Zhang Nan.
Time is over.
Well played by Sonoda.
18-20.
this time. Second opportunity is converted. 21-10, 21-18. Match lasting 32 minutes. My goodness me.
Match won by Liu
Well,
Cheng.
as Steen was saying, I think the
21-10,
world champions took their
21-18.
foot off the pedal for a little while in the opening stages of that second game, having stormed through the first 21-10, but finishing very strongly indeed. So they book their place in the semi-final. It'll be a 5th Super Series tournament semi-final for the world champions tomorrow. There's confirmation, 21-10, 21-18. So that concludes quarterfinals for today, which all started with mixed doubles. And the qualifiers and home players had to settle for disappointment because Go and Lai were absolutely superb, having been down in that opening game. Finished it off 23-21 and 21-12. Looked very impressive indeed. Then we had the defending champion Akane Yamaguchi against the 2012 winner Saina Nehwal. And Yamaguchi looking very impressive, under half an hour for her victory. Then a second women's singles, and the beaten finalist from 2013, Sung Ji-hyung, was beaten by the 2013 world champion Ratchanok Intanon, looking very positive in my opinion today. And the scoreline there, 21-13, 21-18. In the men's singles, well, Srikanth Kidambi had to come from a game down, and in doing so he broke the hearts of the home fans because, of course, Victor Axelsen from this city of Odense. Axelsen, the newly crowned world champion, he'd won his last 2 tournaments, but today he was beaten decisively, as you can see in that deciding game. 55 minutes in total for Srikanth Kidambi to book his place in the semi-final. And as we've just seen in the men's doubles, the world champions Liu Cheng and Zhang of China simply too good for the world championship. Bronze medalists Kamura and Sonoda, 10 and 18 the scoreline there. So that concludes quarterfinals for today. Semi-finals tomorrow. We're much earlier tomorrow, 5 hours earlier to be precise. So we're going to start the semi-finals at 12 noon local time. That's 1000 GMT. From Steen Peterson and all of us here in Odense. We'll see you tomorrow for semi-finals. Bye for now.